Hello my good people, my name's The Lone Turk, and today I present to you a playthrough of one of the newest installments for one of my favorite series, Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. I have waited so long to have the opportunity to play this game ever since it was released last year, so by the time I purchased the game, it's already about to be October of 2020, but the game was initially released on January 2019. But I actually got the opportunity to purchase it through a special promotion on Steam, so yeah, that does mean that I'm actually playing the PC port of it. But the reason I held off in purchasing the game before was because I didn't think it would be able to run on the current computer that I have. But when that special came out, I pretty much took a gamble, and I decided that if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. And it turned out that it actually did run. I did have the opportunity to make a few adjustments in my settings to make sure that it ran smooth. And actually before I started this recording so I tried it out. So that means that I did already complete the first mission, but I really wasn't paying too much attention because I was just too busy making sure that nothing froze or I was experiencing any low frame rates. But now that I have the chance to actually play it for myself, so now we're just gonna jump into it, and what I'm hopefully trying to make of this playthrough is to basically let you guys at home to just relax and enjoy a good story along with me. And yeah, because in the end of the day, that's all there is to it. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into it. All right, so basically it's a tradition for Ace Combat series to have a different tiers of difficulty, but because I just recently bought the game, the hardest difficulty I have at the moment unlocked is hard mode, which is like saying that if I get hit one or two good hits, I'll immediately die. Honestly, what I really wanted to play in this playthrough was playing the hard mode, the hardest of modes called Aces of Aces, which is basically the equivalent of like a one-hit kill. But I don't know if Ace Combat 7 still calls for it, still refers to that difficulty like that. But I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna jump straight into it, just a hard mode.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
You know, I want to point out that she didn't mention anything about landing.
So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put in my invested in this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Oh man, that's rough.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today.
So the IUN.
Earlier,
That's
our
interesting.
radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
How did they not even
Scramble.
notice that?
All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft
That's the thing,
attacking
like I
the
wondered
base.
when they introduced these missions, like
This is
how
not
do you
a
not
drill.
notice that there's aircraft heading your way? Alright, so we're already getting started in the game. So basically for anyone who has not played like an Ace Combat game, this is typically how all of the missions start. Starts off with like a little briefing, and then it goes up to like this little mini map that shows you like what to expect in the mission. So if you look at the right hand corner, it basically tells you like, oh, so how many air units, how many ground units, naval, stuff like that, you know, little details. And of course, in every single game, the green little arrow is pretty much stands for like the player. So in Ace Combat 7, I guess pretty much the tag name they give you is Trigger. So that's pretty much the player itself. And the blue ones are actually considered as allies. So we got, wait, what was the one before? Yes, we got Clown, we got Knocker, Brownie, and Golem. And of course, red ones means target. Funny little thing to note is that usually it's the LA aircraft that have names are considered like side characters, so they'll have more of a more lines, dialogue than like the regular ally like computer ones. So that's like something interesting, something I like about the Ace Combat series. But enough about that. Let's just get into it. All right, so we start off with the aircraft. Okay, so So normally the games start with 1 or 2 unlock aircrafts, but because I bought the deluxe edition, I got the additional DLC aircraft from other games of the series. But for now, I'll use the aircraft that are not overpowered, because I know for one thing that the ones with D-Stars, D3 are basically like the secret unlockables of previous entries. And let me tell you, those aircraft are like way too strong, especially for like early levels. So in this case, I'm actually just gonna use the one that's already available to us in the get-go. So in this case, I will be using like the F-16. I will be using the F-40 because that's statistically less than the. They're basically like equivalent to some degree. But in this playthrough, I feel like I will not be using any of like these DLC airplanes, only because I actually want to get the feel of playing it with like the aircraft that they have available for you as the story progresses. So I feel like that's the right direction I should take. Okay, so start us off. Definitely gonna take the F-16. Already unlocked stuff. The 4 missiles. All right. And basically, all right, that should do it. I feel confident with that.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
All right, and we're off. Charge Assault, 15th of May, 2019. Fort Grace Island. Cloud cover scattered. Deer. Oh, okay, yeah. I get that.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway.
Mage
Golem
2.
Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper.
So I guess that's our
Hurry,
squadron
Mage
name.
Squadron.
I mean, that is our squadron name. All right.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
All right.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Golem Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
Oh man, that looks nice. Honestly, this game has
Mage
a really
2,
great
warm
view.
up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do
And
this.
I know it
Golem
could
Squadron,
look
it's
way
go
better
time.
if my
Roger that.
computer were running it in like better. I mean, if this game was running in better specs.
This is the AWACS
Because
Skykeeper.
unfortunately for this computer, I actually had to put it at the lowest.
Take down all unidentified
Oh, hold on.
bombers. They don't have many escorts.
All right.
They hit
so
our radars
take out
hard
bombers.
in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
See one right there. It's actually right in front of us. But as I was saying, like, yeah, like, I mean, I'm not running it in the best settings at the moment, but I had to do it just to get like that better feel of the game.
Okay,
to run more
here
smoothly.
we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the
Ooh,
spotlight.
that looks nice. I love that view.
You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
That's messed up.
It's still a leash, though.
Target is hit.
Oh, that's good.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
Alright. Alright, so that's basically one
Trigger,
down.
switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Alright, so press that. Okay. Well, honestly, in the previous entries that I played before, okay, so one thing I want to explain is that, so basically from like the information that I already had found out before, before I got this game, is that basically the setting for this game takes place from the same setting from Ace Combat 4, which was actually a game that was released for the PS2. So there's a lot of nostalgia when playing this game. Like if anything, like Like the little island that you pretty much saw was, it had like a crater. So that actually ties to the lore of Ace Combat.
You're way overhead.
Just a little something I wanted to mention for anyone who didn't know.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round.
Oh man, that looks nice.
Another attack. Point is 835.
You can even see like the little water droplets. And there they are.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Alright, so we're just gonna go from around. And dirty firing, so should be good. Special weapons. Alright, that got him.
Target confirmed down. Looking
Oh,
good,
there's still one
Mage 2.
there. Can you get him real quick?
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
I'm gonna do some bad.
Trigger, stay calm. Got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Down. Damn, talk about overkill. Man, honestly, I'm still not used to it. I think I'll have to switch it up because for opening the map, I'm just used to playing the PS2 version. So it was usually in the PlayStation, it was the square to invigorate the map, and it was the select button to actually change the special weapons. But in this one, it looks like it's the other way around. But I might have to switch it up because it kind of gets confusing for me. Because I know the recent Ace Combat game that I had played before was Ace Combat 6.
Mage 2.
Oh, let me just get these ones first. And 1-4. Nice.
That's it. It's great when it's simple. Enemy bomber down.
Okay.
Nice going, Mage 2.
Where's the
Not
rest?
too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go.
Oh, so I was saying, like, yeah.
I'll give you some pointers back at base
The
if you
most
can
recent
make it in one piece.
the most recent one I did play was Ace Combat 6, but to be honest, I actually wasn't a real fan of that because
Copy that. It's bomber
I don't
and
know.
escort.
I don't know. It actually didn't appeal to me because I know Ace Combat 6 introduced the whole like if you hold the two back buttons, it makes you make like a quick sharp turn. Basically,
Copy that, Commander.
but
I've got
I
your
felt
six
like
covered, sir.
I don't know. I just didn't feel it for that one. But right now, like by playing it, I could already tell that they pretty much like polished it up a bit more because it feels more natural. All right. Oh wow, so far away. Oh man, but this is such a nice view. It looks so nice.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones?
Oh, there we go. Name pilot.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus.
So just a little like fun thing about these ones is that usually oh, I can't see a thing.
I can't tell them apart.
Alright. So usually you'll find like enemy aces, and that's what they're referred to. If you manage to shoot them down, you actually manage to unlock the skin for that same aircraft that they were flying. So that's like a little fun thing to add to the game. If you're like interested in like cosmetics and stuff. Pretty neat. Oh, how far am I from it? Oh wow. Oh, okay. There's a lot more than I remember. Alright, so we're gonna have to take him out, and then we're gonna have to take the group from the bottom then after, because looks like they're getting really close to the base now. Alright, I think I'm just gonna take care of just like the targets first. How close do I have to be, even with special weapons? Is it 5,000? Normally it should have been more than that. Alright, so it's 46.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. Combat mission accomplished. We've still got half our baggage.
Alright, he's down. Alright, I'll leave the rest of them. They can handle it.
They can burn with their payload.
Is he fighting? Is my guy fighting?
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death.
Alright, he's still
Stay
following me.
sharp,
Cool.
think fast.
Roger that.
You know, for someone who's supposed to be the leader, he actually doesn't mind me like do whatever I want. How am I gonna get for this one? Alright, nice.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire.
Alright, that'll do it. Oh, we did a fire too? Oh wow, no, that one didn't even lock in.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
That should do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Yep, that's all of them.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Well, I mean, I do shoot them all, you know, by myself, but, you know, that's just my opinion.
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Yeah, so basically, like, that's pretty much how Mission 1 starts for, like, any Ace Combat. Basically just, like, it's kind of like a tutorial mission where it just teaches you how to lock on, shoot the targets, and that's it. Basically, it's just an intro. Which is nice for anyone who's actually trying to get into the series.
Citizens of Erusia.
Tricky, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means
true.
successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Alright, so I got an A. So basically, during the end of any mission, there's usually these mission results, and you pretty much get graded for how many targets you destroyed, under what time, and, you know, like little stuff like that. But I felt like I could have gotten an S, but, you know, I actually just wanted to get on with the mission, so I'll probably try to aim for the high scores, but that actually won't be a priority. I mean, it depends, but we'll see. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up this video. So what I'm actually going to be doing for this playthrough is that I'm actually going to be uploading it on a mission by mission basis, mostly due because of my time restraints, and also because like I tend to have a lot of issues with my editing program, which I'm still fixing at the moment, so I don't actually want to experience any like technical difficulties because the video is too long. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.